So hello and welcome back to another video. So today's video is about how you can tell the difference between hammered and machine struck coins. There's also a third way that they did mint coins. There's also a fourth way as well, and that is casting. So these coins have been cast, so they are not the subject of today's video. And is there any more cast coins? No, not in that lot that I see. Most of them come from China. But if you can look at the actual coins, you can probably tell a difference between the hammered there and the machine struck, which is here. So I'm using Australian coins. Even if we get different shapes, you can see that there is a difference. So the first difference you'll notice is that the machine struck coins are all pretty much circular, or even if they're not circular, the angles and the lengths of the sides are all the same. So that's I get hay fever. So all the sides are the same length, what they try to be, and also they're quite smooth. So these are all quite flat, and the circular ones has a good circumference going around. So that is one of the first things you'll notice. If we pick up some hammered coins, the first thing you'll notice is that this one looks pretty spherical, but I can see that's, it has some indentations. That these ones are not perfectly round. Here's a coin from Cyprus. This is from Central Asia. Punchmark coin. Not a punchmark coin, a Gendaya Pesa from India. And this one's from the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. And then we have Delhi Sultans. That's a Bulban coin. And I think this one's also Delhi Sultans. Then we have one from Bhutan. So this is a half rupee silver coin. Here we have an early Indo-Sassanid. So that's an earlier coin of... this is a later coin, about 1100. This one's probably about 800 AD. Whatever coins we got. Here's another coin from Java. So that's a few hundred years old. But then we have this coin. I can't remember the Indian state, but as you can see, it's quite circular. This is a machine struck coin, one of the earlier versions of machine struck coins. So that is the first thing you can tell. And this one is, this is from Livonia. So the coins from the Polish and Lithuania seem to be quite circular. So they must have used some type of machinery to actually punch out the actual die. Instead of these ones, which are probably more likely, these were large blobs of metal, circular metal, probably cut or droplets. Could be droplets of metal. A lot of them are probably cut out of a sheet of metal, but they weren't cut out. Probably cut out manually, so it is pretty irregular, especially the earlier coins. These polished Lithuanians will probably use some type of machinery to cut these out. So as you can see, these are not cut out properly, and they weren't too concerned about that. So that's the first thing you notice about hammered struck coins, is that they're not quite circular. And the second thing that you'll notice is that these ones do not have any type of constraint on the sides. So if we look at the Gendaya Pesa, you can see this one is damaged on the side. You can see where the metal is actually broken, and it's quite fat. And if we look at a coin from Lucca, this one's quite thin, but they're also the same. Whatever coin, this is the Polish Lithuanian Commonwealth. So there's nothing to constrain these coins, not like machine struck coins, which have a collar. So these have a collar to constrain the coin, so the metal doesn't go everywhere. So hammered coins, you do get quite thick ones, which are broken, but they're irregular around the side. This one, the bull bung coin, didn't have any constraints, so it is not circular. So the constraint, also the collar, helps keep the coin circular. So without the constraint, this one, the metal does break because of the pressure of hammering, and it also turns in the irregular shape as well. So that's the two type of ways you can tell between hammered coins and machine struck coins. Now a third way you can tell is the time period. So hammered coins really only started to be used, I think, about 1780. They were first invented in France, and in France didn't want it, so it went to Britain. So Britain really was the first one who adopted this type of technique. So this one is from about 1500s Belgium. So in that time period, that would have been a hammer coin. This is I think it's a Chalux coin, which is about 1400. I need to look that up. I can't remember. I'll forget that. Anyway, that's not a time period for hammer coins. The Lucca coins, no, it is about 10th, 11th century. Also not in the time period of hammer coins. So this is a Indo-Sassanid coin, earlier version, before they degraded to this version. So this one's probably about 7th, 8th centuries, probably 8th, 9th century, sorry. I've got to date that a bit earlier, and as you can see, the time period does not match up with these ones. So this 20-cent coin, 2005, does match up because in this 2005 period, all coins are machine struck, and this should be quite familiar with. But if we get some earlier coins, I did put my coins away. So here's a Omani coin. So this one is from, do I have date? Yeah, 1959. So that is in the time period of machine struck coins. So time period does make context. And here's two that are probably quite difficult. So this one is quite rounded. So they probably use some type of machinery to actually get the flan, or even just the technique to make the dies round. So these both have the same image on them. So these are both, they're called octopus men coins. And this one's from the Chola dynasty on mainland India. This is from Sri Lanka. And this one's probably about 12th century, 12th, 13th. This one's probably 13th, 14th century. And as you can see, the octopus man is on this side. Whoops. So a Chola on this side, which is a bit more rough, and they perfected the technique in Sri Lanka under the Kingdom of Kandy. So to know if these are machine struck or if they are hammered, you need to know the time period. Obviously these are earlier than 1780s, so these don't match in the time period of machine struck, so they are hammered coins. And even the earlier Australian coins, so all Australian pre-decimal coins are hammered coins, not hammer coin, machine struck. All Hong Kong coins are machine struck, so 98. New Zealand coins are also machine struck. So you can see the machine struck coins, they're quite rounded. Even when you get coins that are different shape, like the Hong Kong 20-cent coin, the scallops, so where it goes in and out, they all have a perfect correlation with each other. And the Hong Kong $2 does as well. If this was a hammer coin, you probably couldn't make this type of coin because of it is a more complex type of land that you need to do. So I hope this helps with your coin collecting. Anyway, so that is basically how you tell the difference between hammered and machine struck coins. If you have any questions, leave them down below. This is just a little introduction. I'll leave some links down below. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time, and thank you. And goodbye.